So I'm actually going to do these two on a separate piece of paper. So let's do number 19 first. 4r plus r equals 20. Okay. Draw the line. These are the same. Put them together. The 5 is touching. Touching means multiply. The opposite is divide. And you're done. Okay. Number 20, I'm rewriting it. Okay. This one's a little tricky one. It's tricky because you'll notice they have things on the same side. Do your cute little box. Same box, add, bigger guy gets it. Now we have small x to big X, do the opposite. Do my box. 11, 6, negative 5n equals 15. The 5 is touching. Touching means multiply. The opposite is divide, backpack. Do your little triangle. Positive, negative, boom, negative. And you're done. Okay? Let's go back to the review now, and let's look at number 21. In number 21, you need to find the slope. There's a lot of negatives here, but we should be okay. Negative 8, negative 7, negative 17, negative 13. The pattern from here to here is minus 6. The pattern from here to here is minus 9. So it's negative 6 over negative 9. And a negative over negative is a positive. Divide by 3, divide by 3, 2 thirds. Same thing for number 22. 3, negative 6, 7, negative 20. Sorry about that. Smaller by 14, bigger by 4. So I have negative 14 over 4. They're both even. Divide by 2, divide by 2, negative 7 over 2. Okay. It says find the slope. Well, the slope's right there. So the answer is 7/4. This says find the slope of a line parallel. Well, parallel means same slope. Done. You can put a number afterwards. You don't have to. These are graphing. So if you look, these three are very much the same. Slope, slope, and slope. Y-intercept, y-intercept, y-intercept. We'll get to why that one's not there yet. Now, that means that what am I going to do first? In each one of these. So for number 21, that's my start. I go up 1. For this one, my start is down 2. For this one, my start is down 2. So each one of them I start with blue, and then remember, I'm either going to go up and right or down and right. So for this one, I'm going to go up 1, right 3, 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 1, 2, 3. Now, since I went up and right, I go down and left. Down 1, right 3, and then I draw a line and show it goes forever. Now for this one, I don't have a fraction, so I put it over 1. For this one, I went up and right, but for this one, since it's negative, I go down and right. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, right 1. So now I go backwards, 1, 2, 3, left 1. 1, 2, 3, left 1. Draw the line. I'm done. Number 27. There's an imaginary 1 that you put over 1. Since it's positive, I do here. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Oopsies, I'm off. And then down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1. Now 28 is different because if you look, y equals, y equals, y equals. Doesn't say y equals. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to rewrite it. Draw my line. If you remember, the first thing you do is move the x. It's positive. The opposite is negative. Negative 1y equals. These are different. Don't put them together. So I made that kind of small. The 1 is touching. Touching is multiply. The opposite is divide. Y equals. A negative over negative is a positive, and a positive over negative is a negative. Now that I have y equals, down 1, Up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1. And I'm good to go on that one. Okay? Let's look at the next page. The next page, it says write the equation. So since I want the equation, y equals, my start here is negative 4, and my start here is positive 2. So this will be negative 4, and this will be positive 2. I find another point where it crisscrosses, and it looks like it crisscrosses right there. That was kind of a hard one. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 7 over 5. I can't do anything with that. Put my X, and I'm done. This one, it was a little bit easier to see the crisscross. Here, I go up 1, right 1. And 1 over 1 is 1, so I get 1x. But remember, it's going to be multiple choice, so you'll see this in the multiple choice answer. Okay? Next one, they want the equation. Y equals. Slope, 1/3. Slope, 0. Well, the slope is always with the x. And then plus 4, minus 2. The problem is, this one's great, but when you don't have an x, this is the answer you are going to see. Okay? Here, they want the equation again. Do the table. Negative 1, 3, 0, negative 5. Negative 2, 1, negative 5, negative 2. So my pattern here is minus 8 plus 1. And negative 8 over 1 is negative 8. That's my m. Now I do y equals mx plus b. Pick this point. That goes in for x and y. My y is 3. My m is negative 8. My x is negative 1 plus b. A negative times a negative, positive. Do the opposite. So negative 5 is my b. I have my m. I have my b. Y equals negative 8x minus 5. Okay. Next one. Pattern. Oops, patterns are always in pink. Minus 3. Minus 3. Negative 3 over negative 3. That's 1. Got my n. Now, to use the first point, y equals mx plus b. My y is 1. My m is 1. And my x is negative 2. A positive times a negative is a negative. The opposite of negative 2 is positive 2. I got my b. I have my m. I have my b. Y equals 1x plus 3. But your multiple choice answer will say y equals x plus 3. Okay? Number 35. It says find the slope. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right 1. So 6 over 1 is 6. Done. Now this one is vertical. Anytime it is vertical, it is undefined. But what I want you to see is, what if the graph was like this, and it was horizontal? If it was horizontal, it would be 0. So for this undefined graph, it's undefined. Okay? Okay, it's going to say which point is a solution. So let me make up. Let's say 1, 2, negative 1, negative 8, and 4, 3. Okay, this is what the question is going to say. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this x, plug it in, and see if you can get that y. So let's try a first. I'm going to go 3 times 1 minus 5. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Is that the same as 2? No. So it's not a. And then you go to b. 3 times negative 1 minus 5. Negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8. Hey, that's what I'm supposed to get. The answer would be B. Okay. Let me do A, B, C, D. This will be multiple choice, so I'm giving you a sample multiple choice question. 6, 3, 4, 2, negative 1, 6, 0, 8. Okay. This time they're asking that your y value is 6. That's all that it's saying. So they're asking you to look at all the y's and see which one has 6. There you go. The answer is C. Be aware that if I would have said the same question, but this time I would have said x equals 6, the answer would have been A. Okay. 39. All right, he earned $6 per. Per means pattern. His cousin gave him 20 bucks. So that's my start. Y equals 6x plus 20. Okay. Number 40. They gave me the slope, but then they gave me a point. So I'm going to have to go y equals mx plus b, xy, where negative 1 goes in for x, 6 goes in for y, and negative 4 goes in for m. So my y is 6 equals negative 4 times negative 1 plus b. A negative times a negative is a positive. The opposite of, oops, adding 4 is subtracting 4. So I have my m, I have my b, my equation. And I'm done. Okay. All right. He was able to make 8 goals every. Well, all it's telling me is that he made 8 goals every minute. So y equals 8x. There wasn't anything else. There was no start, because you don't start with any points until you make them. And that's all I wanted. This one is the most difficult. This one, I'm not asking you to put 11 in for x. I'm asking you to put 11 in for f of x, or y. So you're going to go 11 equals negative 2x minus 7. Draw a line. Opposite. 2 is touching. Touching means multiply. The opposite is divide. And that's it. There are 42 questions. This is exactly how it's going to look. If you want to get an A, you can only miss 4 questions. If you want to get a B, you can only miss 8 questions. Okay? So be careful of this, and please study.